Okay, we're going to try to find the exact location of the bend by having some sort of a dial indicator, which in this case is just a bar from a dial indicator actually, which is enough to show us where the damage is. I don't know if this is very visible, but the damage is the center of the main head is right there. The bend is about probably 1/8 of an inch or so deep, which is plenty to throw the entire wheel out of round and cause significant problems during driving or autocrossing under braking and cornering. So we're going to try to fix this by pushing the damaged area out. I have a simple contraption down on the bottom going from the vise into the wheel and pushing it out. You can actually make yourself adapters that will work, that might be a little sharper or a little longer depending on the damage. This one works great for me. It's a stock scissor jack from a car, and it gives me plenty of adjustability and also precision. So let's try if this works. This is where the damage was, and we had about a 1/8 of an inch gap in there before, which was the imperfection. Okay, here we have a wheel that was fixed at a local shop today. Actually, I picked it up today. You can see the burn marks, and there's a lot of sanding, a lot of grinding actually on this wheel, which was really unnecessary. I mean, this wasn't bent. This was actually the wheel that was somewhat the best. This is a wheel that I will be using for national competition. This is the straightest one that I had, and I thought I would have it perfected at the shop. But as you could see, there's a lot of burn marks, which doesn't affect the performance. There's still some chipping and things like that, but the worst part is this. I don't know if you can see it, but that wheel is not straight. They don't use a spinning technique like this. They just use forms, which will not show every little defect. If you have the wheel mounted solidly on the surface, just like this, you could definitely see a lot of the imperfections and a lot of the bends much easier. So anyway, I'm going to try to attempt to finish straightening this wheel. This was caused by hitting either a transition on the course. Sometimes there's transition between concrete or between a concrete and an asphalt section, usually found on an airport site. So this is the type of damage that we'll see during an autocross. Here I'm mounting my super special straightening jack onto the wheel. You want to make sure that the jack is mounted squarely inside the wheel. And I'm just going to push it out really gently and heat up the section with the torch. You want to move around with the heat. You don't want to stay in one spot, so the metal evenly heats up, especially around the lip area right here. It is still warm, and we need just a little bit more there. We need about another 1/16 of an inch. I'm spinning the wheel. There is still a very, very slight deformation to the lip of the rim, but the actual structure is fairly straight. It's not very straight. We're not trying to make this perfect. We're just trying to fix the major curb damage which we did. The structure of the wheel, the bead section of the rim, is quite straight now. There's a very slight bump, and that bump is actually where the wheel was fixed at the shop, which is right there. The little bend that you see on the lip of the rim is just a small area right there. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't see it from this angle, but there's where the damage occurred. The center of the wheel, the bead area of the wheel, is straight, or is within 1/32 of an inch.